wanted to talk about the Houston Rockets because
and
they
all
have
the players that they have.
Yeah, they have a pile of assets, which, I mean, good for them, I guess. But that team has gone nowhere fast.
Yep.
After I thought they were going to bounce back, that was one of my hot takes this year. I thought they were going to bounce back and really be like competitive, rally around the departure of James Harden and what have you. John Wall was going to galvanize the team. Steven Silas, the head coach, was going to pull some magic out of his behind, but it hasn't happened. They've got 3 really key guys I think can be good trade candidates this trade season. So the first one, and probably the most important, is Victor Oladipo. Right now he's on a 1-year contract for $21 million guaranteed. Yep. Semi-hot take, if the Miami Heat don't make it to the conference finals, I think they're going to trade for him. There's already been many weeks and months of interest between the two teams. Oladipo announced, I think.
He also turned down his contract extension. The Rockets offered him.
That's right. Interesting move.
Heat have been interested in Oladipo for probably 3 years now.
He fits their culture.
He does fit
Hard
the culture.
Hard worker, defense.
Aggressive.
Two-way player.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And also his role's kind of diminished a little bit, which suits the Heat because they don't have any ball-dominant players on the roster.
So
which is super interesting.
This bears the question, would you rather keep Hero or pick up Oladipo? Because that's where it's going to be a change.
I don't think so.
You're stuck on Hero?
I think Hero... I'd play Oladipo at the 3.
Okay.
Like
3 guards.
I think you could play 3 guards with Oladipo because of his defensive impact.
So then that sounds like you'd have like Nunn, Robinson, Hero... No, sorry. Let's just say Hero, Robinson, Oladipo, Butler, Adebayo.
Well, Nunn's gone. Okay, so
okay.
I think Nunn will get another contract this offseason.
Or be a trade piece, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
He's going. So I'm saying Nunn's leaving. If Robinson doesn't get the contract he wants with the Heat, he's leaving.
Yeah.
He will pick up a big contract. Someone's going to throw the bag.
Someone's going to way overpay him.
Yeah.
Like he's going to get Davis Bertans money at least.
He could get more, to be fair.
$100 million for Duncan Robinson?
Man. I know.
Let's not go homer corner. What do you honestly think he'll make?
I think he could get that kind of contract. Truly.
Look, they love shooters in the league, but that's nuts.
It is nuts. I'm not saying that I agree with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that that's what he deserves. I'm saying that I honestly think that there's a team out there that will throw ridiculous money at Duncan Robinson because he's like an enigma. He's like this white guy that shoots lights out from 3. You know,
that's every white player in the league, but I know what you're saying.
Like JJ Redick.
Yeah.
But, let's look at JJ Redick's early contracts and compare them with inflation to what Duncan Robinson can get. And it could go over the $100 million.
He's got size too over JJ, so that's where there's more value.
Yeah. All right, back to the Heat anyway.
Well, back to Victor Oladipo potentially to the Heat.
Back to the point.
I think that could happen. But then if we go back to the Rockets themselves, again, they have a nice piece in Eric Gordon.
Yeah. Look, Eric Gordon has declined rapidly in the past 2 years. He was a 6-man candidate with Lou Will for a long time. They were going head to head.
They were.
Now, Eric Gordon is someone that can heat up quickly.
Definitely. Heater.
Consistency is just not there. He really struggles to stay consistent, especially on a Rockets franchise that is now missing James Harden.
Holy mackerel.
They needed someone to pick up, and his efficiency hasn't been great.
So I just wanted to double check everything with Eric because I really like him as a player, but I've probably overrated him in my head. So he's averaging this year, bounced back from the last couple seasons, 17, almost 18 points a game. But he's shooting 33% from 3, which is below average. He's shooting 44% from the field, so not super effective, but I think the Rockets are really relying on him, whereas he would be nice as like a 4th option at best.
Since Christian Wood's left, yes.
Yeah,
Christian Wood's injury has meant that Eric Gordon's shouldered a huge amount of responsibility. And Oladipo and John Wall are really just trying to play themselves into form. They've missed a huge amount of time between them both. They're both trying to find their rhythm and find their groove. And Eric Gordon has, basically been a stable for the I don't see any team picking up that contract.
The problem is, his contract is terrible for what he's been really worth. He's good, but not great at this point. 4 years remaining, $54.5 million guaranteed.
Ugh.
Don't know what teams are going to want to take that on in this current climate of, uncertainty with the league and what have you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money guaranteed.
That is a lot of money.
But again, sticking with the Rockets, the last guy I thought that probably is going to get moved.
He's definitely going to get moved.
Mr. PJ Tucker. I
Mhm.
love PJ. He was on the Raptors for 1 year.
Yep.
We didn't do him any justice with that second round exit to Cleveland.
Nope.
But I'm not going to cry over that spilled milk. The 1 year, $8 million guarantee contract he has is extremely attractive to some of these contenders. Again,
big time trade piece.
I'd love to see him on maybe Miami. He gives them some grit,
at the
toughness,
4.
veteran leadership.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is probably going to be interested
Corner
in
three
him.
suits the movement off ball. He loves to run, between around the top of the key to the corner of the apron, run back to, like he doesn't stop. PJ Tucker is huge
Workhorse.
motor.
What a workhorse
and
he is.
Defensively at 6'5" to be able to lock up some of the taller players in the league. He's an enigma as well. I can see him moving to Boston. I can see him moving to Golden State. There's plenty of teams that would be interested in PJ Tucker.
Milwaukee, maybe?
Yeah, Milwaukee needs someone like PJ Tucker right now.
I think so, yeah.
They need more grit. They just, I don't know what's happening there. They're just blowing over in a stiff breeze at the moment. They're just really struggling to find any consistency.
Yeah. They've actually, to be honest, they've bounced back a little bit, but I still don't see them as a
It's not
threat.
consistent. It's just like, they'll have a good game, as they should, with players like Giannis and Drew Holiday. They should be having good games, but they can't. They just can't carry it through to the next week. They just, they'll have a good week and then a bad week and then another bad week and then an average week and then a good week. Like, it's just, there's nothing there
You're
for
right.
anyone to go, they're a real contender. So they do need someone that's going to hold them accountable in games. And I think PJ Tucker's that guy.
No, he's the man. He's honestly really underrated still.
Yeah.
He went from extremely underrated to a bit overrated in Houston when he became their 5-man to underrated again. So I think I don't know how that even works.
Well, his career is incredible. If you don't know the
True.
PJ Tucker story, he has an
Google it.
amazing story. The Rockets, they do need to make some changes. They don't have Christian Wood. They're a growing franchise. They need to hit the reset button across the board.
They will.
Yeah, they will. They should. Anyway, that's our opinion.